are you?
Earth Realmer, has my new challenger appeared yet?
No, they're still on their way?
That's a real shame, Earth Realmer. I grow impatient and hungry.
Oh, come on, Mileena. I just need a bit more time. Just a little bit more. Just a bit.
Bathe in your blood and feast upon your little itty piggies.
My little piggy.
Bone-sucking good, Earth Realmer. Forbidden popcorn chicken. I'm just salivating, thinking of biting each one off and letting it twirl around my tongue before crunching down on them. I bet yours are extra greasy and oily, Earth Realmer. Time's up, Earth Realmer. You have kept me waiting long enough.
Wait, Mileena. Perhaps he needs more time. Perhaps he ran into a snag, you know?
Silence! You will provide me a decent challenge, Earth Realmer.
Oh, thank God. Holy shit, Adam, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Oh, it's been a while, Sagerts. You've, gotten fatter.
Dude, that's fucked up.
Yeah, well, what's the emergency, man? What did you want to show me? I'm still in the middle of training with Kyrie. I can't leave her alone too long. Or Toga. God, Toga. God, I'm gonna have to, get her a pincushion or something, if you catch my drift.
Gross. Well, first off, hi, asshole. How's the world of darkness?
You know, it's actually not going too bad. I officially signed on to Kyrie's 13 Simps of Darkness. We were able to get Toga lined up for that too. She's all signed in, and we had to get her out of the catsuit though. I mean, that was...
Yeah, Toga's a simp?
Well, I mean, she will be fully pledged in once you do a full, review of everything, which is another reason why I'm here. So, we're gonna be learning about all the darkness and all that cool shit and everything. But the only problem is you're gonna have to learn magic and be able to open the keyholes and all that jazz. Or jizz. So, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I think giving you magic is too much power scaling.
Oh, no, not at all. In fact, I'm actually able to really put my quirk into the spells itself and they kind of work off of each other. I can put it into the spells or into the weapons. Just turning into a simp, best idea that's ever happened to me, honestly.
Look, I still think it's a bad idea. I don't think I can even do another Kingdom Hearts game right now.
But you have to! For Toga! Seriously, I promised her, and she helps me cut Kyrie out of the catsuit that she's in for years.
That's right, I forgot the world of darkness time goes differently. Wasn't it super glued?
Oh no, it took forever. That was stapled and glued and sewn on. Toga had a field day cutting through the flesh and everything, trying to get it all off of Kyrie. It was kind of fantastic. Huh? Mileena from Mortal Kombat?
That's exactly why I messaged you. She wants a
decent challenge, and you would do fine, Earth Realmer. Now fight me!
You know the way you say Earth Realmer?
I know, it's...
This is fantastic. I love it. This filthy outworlder is gonna burn, and I am holy hell here for it.
Hey, you can't say it like that.
Oh, and what are you gonna do, outworlder? Fatality me? Try it. Please try it. Oh, and Sacrets, you owe me if I survive this. Big time.
It's not like you haven't died before.
Yes, finally, a fight! And you will die.
She just quoted... She quoted the movie! God damn it!
Okay, so they're gonna fight. This is perfect. I can play a little bit of the game and be no problem.
Round 1. Mileena wins.
You pathetic Earth Realmer! Use your spells or some shit!
Round 2. Fight.
Oh my god, that was fast. Mortal Kombat X is a 2015 fighting game developed by NetherRealm Studios and published by Warner Bros. Interactive Entertainment for Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. Being a direct sequel to Mortal Kombat 2011, aka 9, and taking place 25 years after its events. A upgraded version of the game called Mortal Kombat Extra Large or XL released roughly a year later, including both combat packs and all bonus alternate costumes as time of release. And in truth, this was the first game I purchased after getting a PS4 back in 2015. Like, I was hyped in this game and would easily say it's one of the best up there.
Fatality. Flawless victory.
Oh, god damn it, Adam. You can't fucking do anything fucking right, you piece of Adam!
What's up?
I thought you died. I heard the fatality flawless victory.
Yeah, you did originally, but I've been training. I told you. I've got my quirk. I can use it to boost my spells. I know what I know.
Okay, but I heard you lose the first round.
The first round, you shithead. Round 2 and 3, I kicked ass. Flawlessly, I might add. Did you not hear it?
Okay, well, is she dead? Like, permanent
Yes. Yes, she's gonna be dead. She is dead. I fatality her. There is no coming back from...
I demand a rematch.
Permanent dead, huh?
Oh, I swear I'm gonna permadead you, asshole.
Enough! I crave another fight, Earthrealmer. It's been too long since I tasted my own blood, and you are absolutely flawless in your fatality.
I do have a pretty decent teacher.
What kind of fatality did you pull?
So I took my hand, plunged it into her chest, and I ripped out her heart like Kano. And then I took said heart, then I ripped off her mask, and I shoved it into that gaping mouth that she has, all the way down past the teeth and the saliva. It was gross. And I made sure that she choked on her own heart.
Dude, that is fucking awesome. I wish I had the budget to just not show it off camera.
What?
Never mind.
Anyway, Mileena, sure, I'll fight you again.
Shut your mouth, Earthrealmer. This good-for-nothing Earthrealmer is trying to play my next game. I'm trying to wait for you filthy degenerate!
Oh, don't you just
What?
called you a degenerate?
No shit.
You will remain silent until spoken to, Earthrealmer. I didn't forget the mess of a fatality! No one needs my heart, I need theirs! We will settle this after the game.
Is she on the rag or what?
Oh! Oh, fuck.
That's 2 girls I've had inside of me secrets. Beat that.
Well, I guess before doing story, let's talk about a few new things introduced in this game's combat. So obviously, the game still plays on a 2.5D field, which is perfect since going back to it in Mortal Kombat 2011. The energy meter, aka super meter, which 1 bar enhanced super moves, 2 for combo breaker, and of course a full meter for the returning X-ray moves. And god damn, seriously, just like the last one, these are damn brutal. Might as well be a fatality. These are more devastating since the last one.
Electrically violent as always.
Yes, they are. Adam, thoughts? Adam? Oh, he's still dead. Anywho, so new to this game, a feature carried over from Injustice, fighters are able to interact with the environment to reposition themselves with like a wall jump, etc., or use various objects as weapons. A blast to do, and funny to see like in some stages tossing around a monk or civilian into your opponent, or even smashing their face into fire or a wall. Each fighter has 3 different variations, each having different set of moves that can be used during a fight, like Scorpion using moves with dual swords, while another using fire moves, or Katana having moves that inspired by Jade involving her staff. This is a great addition. I found loving it a lot in this installment. With a rather decently large roster of 25 characters and 8 that were DLC later on, each with 3 different styles of movesets. It was like having a roster of 75 plus characters, and most of these movesets I actually like using. In fact, some characters I would never really use due to the lack of not enjoying their combos or special moves. But with this system, I can 100% say I have moveset for each character that I enjoy playing. One of the few Mortal Kombat games, if only Mortal Kombat game, that I can say I love playing all characters. But I gone on long enough about futures, it's time we start the story.
Millions of years ago, Shinnok, one of the Elder Gods, turned on his fellow deities and invaded the Earthrealm. Raiden and the Elder Gods stopped Shinnok, locked him up in the Netherrealm. Others followed in Shinnok's footsteps, like Outworld's Emperor Shao Kahn, who was obsessed with conquering Earthrealm. So Raiden convinced the Elder Gods to enact the Mortal Kombat tournament as a way to even the odds, give Earthrealm a chance. For generations, Shao Kahn followed the Elder Gods' rules. The war moved to the arena, where he sent his toughest fighters to challenge Raiden's greatest defenders in Mortal Kombat. 2 years ago, we beat him. But Shao Kahn wasn't ready to lose. He violated the rules of Mortal Kombat and invaded Earthrealm. Most of Earth's defenders, our friends, were killed, turned into evil undead warriors. Despite the odds, we stopped Shao Kahn's invasion. As punishment, the Elder Gods destroyed him. We thought the long nightmare was over, but it turns out that Shinnok had been manipulating events. Shao Kahn's invasion, his death. All part of Shinnok's plan to escape the Netherrealm and resume his war on the Elder Gods.
And thus the story takes place 2 years later with Shinnok invading Earthrealm using his demons and Earthrealm warriors who were killed during Kahn's invasion from the previous game. We, like the last game, start as Johnny Cage, and every few fights or so progress in the story with changed characters, every chapter moving the story more from their perspectives. So glad they kept, doing this. But one thing I don't really care for is the quick time events. Yes, this game has it and it is pointless. You don't get a game over that fills you. Don't start the next fight with less health if you fill too many. All it is a different set of animations happening during the cutscene and nothing more, as you can see from these comparisons. So half the time I don't even try to do any just because there isn't any risk reward for failing them or succeeding them.
Oh, quick time events. Oh, man. Oh.
Do you really hate quick time events that much, Adam?
So...
Here's Mama showing fear. This just means more tasty.
Well, no. I mean, there's some games that do the QTEs really well. I mean, they got really cinematic views and everything, and it's just done so good. But then, some games, it's just a mixed bag, honestly.
Okay, what about this, Adam? What if this game's quick time events have no purpose whatsoever and the game still progresses the same per usual?
In this game is a colossal waste of my own time and yours as the players. Fuck this game.
Earthrealmer, you just slapped me with a bony hand.
Yeah, I did, Outworlder, and I'll fucking do it again.
Where did you even get that arm?
For me.
Oh, God, that's gross.
It's from the Fatality.
Dude,
it's just laying down over
Dude, get rid of it!
No, you know what? No, this is Deadum, and he is now my new best friend.
Of course. In fact, I'm now an integral part of the story. You can't get rid of me so easily.
Earthrealmer, you gave me the Earthrealmer with brain damage.
Exactly. And I'll sack you right in the kisser if you talk about him that way again. Telling him you got brain damage. You hussy. Yeah.
The fuck is happening, man?
Don't worry about it.
So we face our first fight against Scorpion, and it ain't too bad getting a new feel for this game with its new environmental weapons and movements. With Scorpion beaten, Sub-Zero attacks in, freezing us but not enough to kill us. Guess his ice powers got nerfed. I don't know, it's weird, it's adaptations. You could be frozen to death or no, not at all, because Johnny easily breaks out of it. And we face him as well, kicking his ass, checking in on Kenshi, and Sonya, who also survived the helicopter crash with the trio continuing on foot to the temple.
Raiden, we must refortify the portal's defenses below.
No, Fujin. It is too late. The mighty gods of Earthrealm. You befoul these hallowed grounds, Quan Chi. Begone! Surely you are pleased to see your friends. You abandoned them to their deaths. I returned them to life.
A life worse than death.
One you will soon share, and my lord himself shall witness your fall.
Well, that was some fuckery there, Quan Chi. Johnny and Co make it to the woods outside the temple, running into a few more familiar faces that died in the last game, also becoming revenants, including Nightwolf and Jax, along with Smoke. A fight breaks out in the woods with us fighting Jax and kicking his ass as well. Something else to make note is some of the characters who are revenants aren't playable, just using updated models from the last game, while others like Jax are playable. Hell, Fusion that's shown in the beginning cinematic here isn't even playable even with DLC, which is unfortunate, but at the same time I do like them using the characters still, even if it's just to add more opponents to the story, or help to give the bad guys here a small force, so you're not just beating the shit out of Quan Chi and Shinnok multiple times. Speaking of Shinnok,
You see it now, Raiden. Your legacy. You poisoned their hearts with hope.
And what do you offer? The same as you did millennia ago, when you betrayed your fellow Elder Gods and attacked Earthrealm. We stopped you then, imprisoned you in the Netherrealm. We will do so again.
Remove the shadow from the light. The shadow grows. The legacy of life is death, Raiden. My followers accept this and live on. They fight for me.
Will not touch the Jinsei.
Oh, I will. And all of Earthrealm will learn the truth of death.
Damn Earthrealmers taking away Shinnok's good snack. Degenerates.
The fuck?
so Sonya and Kenshi getting tossed as well as Johnny getting his ass kicked, and right when Sonya was about to die, Johnny saves her and it activates what he calls the green stuff. Ew. And we whoop the shit out of Shinnok's ass, stealing him again in his amulet. Johnny celebrates Sonya calling him by his name, and fast forward 20 years later. Yep, this game's main plot takes place 20 years later with the Kombat Kids, as the fanbase calls them. Cassie Cage, daughter of Sonya and Johnny. Jackie Briggs, daughter of Jax. We'll get to it, yeah, don't worry. Takeda, son of Kenshi, and Kong Jin, cousin of the late Kong Lao, or nephew, seems to jump around with this. I want to go on record, I do like this cast of characters, their movesets, interaction with each other, and the other casts is fine. Games like Soul Calibur 5 tried doing this, and well, it was a mixed reception, to say none the least, when fan favorites weren't playable anymore and replaced outright. At least, you know, this game has some of the old cast along with the Kombat Kids, who at the most are not replacing another character outright, and have their own moves to add. Anywho, Johnny explains his power was from a long line of Wool cult, aka Warriors for the Gods. Whatever. First mission for the team is the Lin Kuei Temple. Haven't heard from the Grand Master for some time and want to make sure he's still with Earthrealm. Right now, the new Khan, Kotal Khan, is facing civil war.
Make way for Kotal Khan! Move!
The Tarkatans are in position. We await your order.
It is given, dearest Tanya.
Stopping a carriage is nothing.
killing an emperor
False Emperor.
requires power. Power you have, Mileena, and won't use.
It pains me to use it, Rain. I need more time. The usurper's excursion came too soon.
The rain falls when it may.
No matter. If Kano does what I paid him to do. Now! Do it!
Long story short, a lot happened in 20 years for Outworld. There's actually a comic book series that covers this, but honestly, most fans like myself are just okay with the game itself telling the story because it at least does some flashbacks and talks about a lot of it. Anywho, so after testing the quick time events from this scene, passing them all, and filling them all for the same fight with no consequences, we beat the shit out of Kano only for Tanya to stop us from finishing him. So we kick her ass too, Rain stops us and wants us to kick his ass too, in this long line of ass kicking, and then finally Mileena herself challenging us because she's, claims right for heir to Shao's throne, whatever, so we kick her ass too. And when she is, forced into her corner and about to be struck down, she pulls out, Shinnok's amulet and absorbs his attack, reflecting it back, killing a bunch of random soldiers and scarring her arm badly. Rain then saves her and retreats.
God, I am dead sexy, Earthhammer.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, as much as your OG look is and what you're wearing now a bit iconic, I always loved the MKX outfit.
Eating, naughty boy. Now fight me, Earthhammer.
Is that all you think about, Mileena? Just the quick fights and just get it done and over with?
First sign of daddy issues if you ask me.
Silence, Dana, or I'll cut out your...
Huh? Huh? Yeah, I'm a skeleton, you dumb bitch.
I'll hang you from a tree on your intestines.
So back to Earthrealm, we're now shown the Lin Temple and its current Grand Master, the younger Sub-Zero. Yes, that's him, he has a scar. How's he alive? 20 years ago, he was attacking Johnny with Scorpion because he was a revenant that died in the new timeline. Well, we'll eventually get to that. For now, he goes to pray when he gets jumped. Well, he planned on it by the Kombat Kids. As Sub-Zero, we kick all 4 of their asses while also talking about their flaws and how to improve. If it isn't obvious, this was a test by him and Johnny to see how the team would do. With the Kombat Kids treating the wounds, Johnny is informed by his ex-wife Sonya that outward refugees are showing up, with Lin Mei informing the group that civil war isn't going good, and now describes a very familiar talisman amulet that could obviously be Shinnok's. Raiden doubts it because it's on a bunch of seals and barriers, etc., but we'll go check and make sure. Sonya being a soldier-holic, yep, that's true, bosses everybody around, including ignoring Cassie's request and sending the Kombat Kids to Outward to confirm what's happening with Kodo Khan. So as Kong Jin, we piss off Outward and an escort by stopping execution, kicking Aaron's ass, this new big old bastard Pharaoh Terror, giving us a flashback to when Kong Jin was a thief and stored Jade's statue, only to be caught by Raiden to kick his ass as well.
Blood of Kung Lao, descendant of the great Kung Lao, a common thief. Did you think you could walk unimpeded into my temple and walk out again without my complicity?
You wanted me to attack you. Why?
To release your anger, make you amenable to reason.
And make me feel like shit.
Self-loathing has always been an unfortunate part of your makeup. There lies ahead a brighter path, one that will truly honor your ancestors, one that is worthy of you. Go to the Wuxi Academy, join the Shaolin, like Kung Lao before you.
I can't. They won't accept.
They care only about what is in your heart, not whom your heart desires.
It's too late for me.
It is never too late, Kunjen.
Good for the Earthrealmer.
It's subtle, but they did a good job for it and not focus on it too long. Props to NetherRealm Studios. Anywho, Kotal comes to judge us for all the shit we just caused in Outward, etc. But Kongjin, knowing the laws and standards of Outward, challenges Kotal to trial by combat. We win and even spare his life, forming an unsteady alliance to find Mileena and get the talisman. Meanwhile, as Sonya, we find several dead Outworlders with Kano's signature kill move, while Raiden informs us the amulet has been stolen and replaced with a duplicate before his call is cut short. We finally get another flashback taking place 20 years ago at the Shinnok's defeat and tracking Quan Chi to his fortress, where we kick Scorpion's ass and about to beat the shit out of Quan Chi.
Quan Chi, you've lost.
A delay, Miss Blade. The inevitable still beckons.
Johnny!
So with minutes to spare, we beat the shit out of Jax. Raiden comes and tries to reverse Quan Chi's magic before Johnny dies and becomes a new remnant for him. We thus finally get to not only kick Quan Chi's ass, but give him the beatdown he deserves.
Darala Fetar. The others are restored to the living. By coupling Quan Chi's dark magics to my own, I was able to restore their souls.
Is he gonna make it?
Haven't I told you? He's a god.
And thus all who were nearby when his magic faded had their souls restored and reborn. Thus how Sub-Zero is the current Grandmaster 20 years later, and even Scorpion has turned human. But Quan Chi escaped, and sadly Nightwolf, Liu Kang, Katana, Striker, Smoke are still remnants because they weren't nearby when this happened. Back in the present, we find Kano is indeed on this side and kick his ass, sparing him so we can find out more about the missing amulet. We get another flashback before Kotal was made emperor, with Mileena being power hungry was killing any resistance and rebellions. As Devourer, we not only kick Baraka's ass, we fatality him as well.
Fatality. Flawless victory.
Oh, don't tell me she...
Yeah, she does it every time someone dies in this game series.
What a tool! Am I right?
So finally Mileena's camp is found. Rain confesses he wants the throne, and it was his plan instilling the amulet because it kills her each time she uses it. We of course kick his ass, and of course Tanya's, only because she stood in our way. I mean seriously, Devourer was going to leave Cassie there if Tanya didn't try to blast us. Mileena catches us and we finally face her, beating her and capturing her to bring her before Kotal Khan along with the amulet.
Enough of your prattle. Finish me, that I may join my father.
You do not deserve death by an emperor's hand. Instead, I give the honor to my worthy first minister.
Come on. Come on.
Fatality. Flawless victory. Fuck you, Earthbound. That was terrible.
Oh, come on. It wasn't that bad, right? Come on, throw me a bone here.
Fuck you. Never want to see me die again. You're monsters. Monsters, all of you.
This coming from the filthy half-breed.
I heard that, you cock!
Dude, Denim has a lot of sass.
I know, right? Best partner ever.
Oh my god.
I'm having the best day of my life, or else I would be if I were alive.
Continue!
So Kotal betrays our peace and takes the amulet, using the combat kits as bargaining chips where Raiden comes for the amulet eventually. Meanwhile, we learn that D'Vorah actually serves Quan Chi. In fact, she is Shinnok's follower. Unfortunately, Quan Chi's powers grow weak due to the loss of Shinnok's amulet, so him and his remaining remnants need to ride to his fortress, while D'Vorah, during the escort of the amulet, betrays the two soldiers stealing the amulet.
Double fatality. Flawless victory.
Meanwhile, Johnny and Sonya try to get Jax to help with the next mission as an, overseer, not to get involved. Of course, the nightmares of Quan Chi's forced servitude and the horrors he witnessed have given him some major PTSD, but he's willing if it means finally capturing Quan Chi and freeing the others for being revenants in eternal servitude. Meanwhile, the combat kits break out thanks to Takeda and his mind tricks thanks to his father's training from years ago, when he was forced to be a student of Scorpion who is now human and reestablishing the Shirai Ryu. Of course, for his protection for those who murdered his mother, because Kenshi was their target. Yada yada, fixing his training relationship, etc. Back to the present, kick the shit out of Reptile after another QT, and Aaron Black, then finally cheating son of a bitch Ermac, who just likes the last game, has his pulls and pushes and slams and will just not stop half the time. It's bullshit, honestly. So Aaron Black informs Kotal Khan of D'Vorah's betrayal, as well as assuming we are working with her, and thus Kotal prepares to invade Earthrealm and steal the amulet back. Now with Jax, we see another fan favorite, Serena, helping out Earthrealm when Quan Chi's captured. Sucks she isn't, been playable since Armageddon. Well, still unplayable here, but I do love that at least she has an updated model and plot relevance again.
Do you think he jacks off with those arms? I mean, like, with those, he's got to have some kind of heating function versus the coldness of the steel.
Did this Earthrealmer just say that kind of shit in my presence?
Did you really have to bring that up, Adam? Seriously?
Yes, okay, it is a legitimate question. I mean, the size of those things, somebody's got to wonder, okay?
You think they've got a vibrating function?
All I care about is fighting, eating, blood, and guts. I do not care to hear about your filthy, degenerate sexcapades.
Oh, forget about her, Adam. We can talk about this together.
Denim, what are you talking about?
Shh. I'll be your wingman anytime.
No, Denim. I'm yours.
Earthrealmer, I'm appalled and disgusted. I can't help not looking away. Oh my god! There's a boner on that thing!
How does it have a boner, Mileena? It's a fucking skeleton! I'm not looking! I can hear it! Thus, Jax, who faced Kong Lao kicking his ass, fights Sindel, who was originally the one who killed Jax in the last game with a heel to the throat. I guess she got nerfed and toys with her food before we kick her ass too. Followed by her Revenant Dollar, we kick the shit out of her. Jax regroups with the others, learning that the squad is in shambles and Kenshi is injured. Jax, not wanting Quan Chi to escape and cause more harm, follows him to his lair alone, doing a stupid QT event and kicks the shit out of Liu Kang. Jax gets some well-deserved revenge and uppercuts Quan Chi, leading to his capture. While Jax waits for D'Vorah's arrival at the fortress, Quan Chi is taken prisoner by the Earthrealm forces. Scorpion arrives along with the Shirai Ryu, demands Quan Chi to pay for all he's done to Scorpion and his clan. Thus, Scorpion orders his clan to wound but not kill and fights off against Sonya and Johnny, kicking both their ass, before we get a flashback to why Scorpion wants to kill Quan Chi so bad 5 years ago. years after Scorpion was freed along with Jax and Sub-Zero's freedom. Turns out it isn't just the forced servitude and the Remnant, but much more. However, the one to show him this is Sub-Zero, the younger brother who was sabotaged and killed later by Sindel, then freed after being a Remnant. Wants to have peace between his clan and Lin Kuei that he has become Grand Master of, and the Shirai Ryu that Scorpion is restoring. Of course, Frost hates this idea, causing a fight to happen, and after we kick Sub-Zero's ass, we get a reveal.
You spoke of the Lin Kuei's lost honor.
For years, I had thought you had unfairly blamed the Lin Kuei for the deaths of your family and clan. But Sector's cyber-preserved memories revealed the truth.
The Lin Kuei need to abide their agreements, Sector. The Grand Master gave Shinnok his word.
Shinnok's currency is lies, as is yours.
Payment is due. I exterminated the Shirai Ryu as promised.
Hanzo Hasashi lives. He's your specter, Scorpion.
I created Scorpion from Hasashi's soul after he died. We observed the agreement.
The letter, not the spirit. You are owed nothing.
So after that big reveal and the fact Quan Chi is disguised as the oldest Sub-Zero committing the genocide, Scorpion then finally faces Quan Chi in battle to get his revenge, but after finally kicking his ass, we probably get the best shot in the games, and that is Scorpion finally getting his well-deserved revenge after all this time.
Amulet.
Get over here!
Blood for blood. Your debt is paid.
Fatality. Flawless victory.
You know, it's really nice to see, Scorpion finally get his revenge after all these years against Quan Chi, the one who, murdered his clan and pretended to be Sub-Zero, and...
You stop making out of yourself? I can hear it from here, and it sounds like... Earthrealmer, really? Playing with yourself so it could be me a decent challenge.
Forgive me for being a little preoccupied.
We were boning.
And that's Earthrealmer! Fight me!
Adam, I think that I'm missing an arm.
Oh.
Right. Dude, did that come out your butt?
Nuh-uh.
That's it. I'm serious.
I'm just going to continue the game. This is fucking insane, guys. So, before his death, Quan Chi was able to complete the...
You might actually be really good and might be interested in this organization that I'm part of.
Are you serious, Adam? I was in the middle of reviewing. That is fucking rude.
I am talking, Secrets. Shut up.
Did Adam just slap me?
Yeah, he does that sometimes.
Yeah, no.
Magic could be useful. More than what I already use.
You can't be serious, Mileena. The skeleton slapped me.
He does that sometimes.
I told you. I just said that. Okay. You know what? You wait here. I'm gonna go talk to Kyrie. We're gonna figure some things out. We'll be in touch.
So before his death, Quan Chi was able to complete the whole spell by the time that Amulet touched his hands and before he was killed, freeing Shinnok, who makes quick work to stop Earthrealm forces, complimenting it was wise for Quan Chi to be captured and summon Shinnok in Earthrealm. Thus Shinnok takes Johnny prisoner and attacks the rotting Sky Temple once again. And of course, the MK kids return too late to stop Shinnok from taking off. Raiden returns to his temple, greeted by his guardian Bo Raisho, another popular character from the PS2 era returning. Raiden returns in a weakened state thanks to the snare trap Kano left with the fake amulet when he stole the original, forcing Raiden through many strange routes to escape. Raiden must recover his strength through the Jinsei chambers, but not before having flashbacks back before the first tournament, kicking Baraka's ass, Devorah's ass, freeing the prisoners when suddenly present day.
Yet another of your allies falls to me. When he dies, I will claim his soul.
You know not his power. His soul cannot be subjugated.
Shall we kill him, Lord Shinnok?
Not yet. He will bear witness as I conquer his realm. Then I will imprison him as he did me.
I would not boast of victory prematurely.
I have already won, Raiden.
I just love that it's like a couple of bullies shoving Raiden around before eventually becoming a stereotypical kicking beatdown you see in plays and shit. It's just how funny it goes down. Well, unfortunately, have to kick Kong Lao's ass, Liu Kang as well, before Raiden hits the Jinsei chamber to stop Shinnok from corrupting it.
You will not defile the Jinsei, Shinnok.
We have battled for eons, Raiden. Now, finally, it ends.
Tremble before me, Elder Gods, as I absorb Earthrealm's power.
No, Shinnok. Even now, others come to defeat you.
So now we play as Jackie with the MK kids trying to stop Shinnok heading through the woods surrounding Sky Temple, but Kotal Khan with his forces arrive too, and a massive fight breaks out, leading us to beat the shit out of Reptile, not only kicking the shit out of Ermac, but getting revenge for what happened to her father's arms from the last game, nice, beat down the Orgafera Tora, and try to get Kotal back on our side, telling him Shinnok's been freed and Earthrealm is failing. Which, duh, the skies aren't normally red, dude! But Kotal really just says, all from your heads while I build out Word Force, like, dude, the fuck is wrong with me?
Yes, fatality then, Kotal. You rat bastard, ogre ripper ticket.
You're rooting him on even after he took your power and killed you.
That's why he's a rat bastard, ogre. I hate that guy on violence too. No one wins here.
So kicking Kotal's ass, Sub-Zero along with the Lin Kuei arrive to fight off Kotal's army, leaving the MK kids to deal with Shinnok. We are now in the last chapter playing as Cassie facing off a few remnants like Sundel, beating her down, whooping Katana's ass, as well as leading Takeda, who's injured along with Jackie, while Kong Jin comes with us to try to stop Shinnok. Devore kicks both our butts, dealing with Kong Jin with ease with her spider legs, but luckily toys with us enough to kick her ass too as Cassie.
Hey, pumpkin.
I'm a little old for pumpkins.
No. Get Shinnok.
But...
I love you.
Dad?
So you are the issue of Johnny Cage. Fitting that I exterminate his entire line.
You want him, you're gonna go through me.
Yes, that's better. Watch, Miss Cage, as I rend your father's flesh. This is what awaits those who defy me. Excruciating, exquisite death.
You son of a bitch! Holy shit, it does run in the family.
And finally, the last fight of the story. Honestly, it's hard, but not as hard as Shao Kahn from the last game. Sure, some broken mechanics that Shinnok uses, but he really is not as spammable as Shao Kahn or even have that much power armor either. With the stage weapons and projectiles, it's surprisingly a breeze. We have Raiden into the corrupt Jinsei at his wrist to purify it, for it can't corrupt him, and save Earthrealm, which he does. Cassie along with Sonya have a touching family reunion, credits roll with a final scene at the end.
Too long have I allowed Earthrealm to endure the horrors of war. Time and again we've defeated our enemies, but we've exacted no retribution, demanded no remuneration. What have we gained for our mercy? More intrigue, more senseless violence. As the new rulers of the Netherrealm, heed me. No longer will I simply defend Earthrealm. I will seek out and destroy all who threaten it. No mercy will be shown, no quarter given. Shinnok was an Elder God, impossible to kill. There are fates worse than death.
Holy shit, Raiden did get corrupted like he did in the original timeline and became Dark Raiden with Shinnok's amulet on him, and he's violent as all hell. And the fact Liu Kang, Katana, and Revenant selves are now new rulers of Netherrealm is a nice added twist. That is Mortal Kombat X, a great sequel, and though some aren't a fan of the Kombat Kids, I do enjoy them. I also love that they brought back the crypt, but now it's like an explorable first-person dungeon explorer, collect items to unlock additional parts, portals breaking seals with a mini-map to follow. It's a fantastic update to the last game's version. It does have some, nice callbacks too. Of course, other modes are present, like Tower is back, the classic arcade, beat it with the character to get a different ending for each character. There's faction mode, which isn't really active anymore except for one day a week or something, but you would join one of 5 factions and compete in towers, multiplayers, etc., and earn coins and other unlockables by the end of the week or month when it was more active. There's of course multiplayer in this game with lots of DLC characters, with more guest characters returning this time around, with Predator, Jason, yes, Jason from Friday the 13th, Leatherface, an alien that is half Baraka's race. Wow, these are great characters to choose from. Boraicho, Tanya being returning characters through DLC, with Tremor being the brown earth ninja new to this series, as well as Triborg, a combination of 3 of the cyberized ninjas, a nice touch to get all of them at once with one character. All of these are great additions to the game. Sadly, the mini challenge tower are not present from the last game.
Earthrealmer, get to the good part, the fatalities.
I suppose you're right, and boy, they are not only better improvements over the last game, but some of these are just downright disgusting and diabolical. Here's some of my personal favorites.
Cassie wins. Fatality.
Here's Johnny.
Johnny Cage wins. Fatality. Mileena wins. Fatality. wins. Fatality.
God damn, some of these are just so fucked up. This game would also introduce critalities. If a player rage quits online during a multiplayer match, as well with faction fatalities based on the one you're a part of. But of course, test your luck, one of the best modes from the last game makes a triumphant return. But this time you can have up to 7 stage effects at once. All the random effects and different playstyles that could happen are insane here. Lots of good times as always with this mode. And that is Mortal Kombat X, a game that I think is probably the best in this series, at least at the time with those consoles still a fun time to play. We'll come back to. It's a great roster, though missing some fan favorites. It's nice to see some interesting guest characters show up though. It's interesting how many we got this time around, so hopefully this doesn't get crazy in future games. Rather have more original characters return like Striker, Nightwolf, Sindel be playable in the future or in DLC, but guess we'll find out. And that's another game done. Are you happy now, Mileena?
No.
And good, he's fucking back, thank God.
Finally, the Earthrealmer has returned.
Yeah, what's up? Okay, so I've got some great news for everybody. Dedham is officially part of the Sims 13 group.
How the fuck is that possible? He's a skeleton.
I know, I said the exact same thing to Kyrie, but
Get on with it. Am I a simp or not?
No, yeah, we talked about it. There's a contract. We're gonna go over some finer details, but yeah, totally.
I may be a simp of hers, as long as she agrees to my terms.
Okay, while you guys negotiate the contract, I'm going to go leave.
We've got some entertainment that we could use.
I've got a hunger. That means filling.
I don't like this.
This Earthrealmer has plenty to go around.
I do not.
Shall we enjoy him?
We don't have to do this.
Dedham, get the lights.
Wait, why the lights? Okay guys, we can really discuss this,